first and foremost, I just want to thank Rasheed for coming here to my establishment. I'm Ernest Stanton, CEO, founder of Stanton Financial Management. I'm appreciative to be able to be a sponsor of your event this weekend. Protests will stop the violence and all the initiatives that's going on. And me personally, I've been affected by it with my brother being killed at a young age. So I definitely understand how it could touch a lot of men's hearts. And like I said, appreciate you coming through, brother. Definitely. And as a black-owned business, this is the topic that touches home. In many homes, right? In Philadelphia.
Sure, man. So it's tough. It's tough out here for these young boys, and it's all like one hand washes the other, dog. It's like, okay, we have a lot of these, shootings and killings and a whole lot of stupid stuff out here. Yes. But why? Because now they done shut down. So why? Because they done shut down programs. They done shut down after-school programs. They done shut down community centers. So now the kids don't have nowhere to go but to the streets. Yeah, man, it's retarded.
It's retarded. And then with this whole pandemic, it's not even making it better because, you got gyms shut down, school shut down. My son is online from 9 to 2, and then after that, I don't know what's going on, right? The structure is disrupted, and it's like there's not a lot of mentors out here that's able to really connect to these kids and really give them other avenues. Right now, all they're looking up to is the drug game, the street game, and they trying to get their manhood from the street and not realizing, for me, with me being a successful black business owner, you get your manhood for providing opportunities to people. You get your manhood from not having to knock somebody in the head or pull a gun
providing out for your family.
Exactly. Being able to build wealth in your community by employing people and not just African Americans. It's my company. I have a diverse staff. Because I don't see color. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we're in a racist time right now. But
you know
what I mean? It's serious. It's serious. And just like we got election coming up. I mean, people. I'm not going to vote. Well, listen, you need to. How can change happen? Right. How can change happen? And in the judicial system, there's flaws in that too. Right.
Oh yeah, especially for us. This whole judicial system. This whole system, period, it wasn't meant for us. It wasn't meant for black people. It wasn't. It was meant to hold us back, hold us down.
And they expect
us. Everybody else, strive and survive.
Absolutely.
We got to scrounge and scrap for our food. But
absolutely.
Not no more. It's just a matter of us getting in unity. Unity and organizing. We got the love. We got the soldiers. But we gotta have an organization. That's the only thing that sad to say, and I hate to say it, that holds us down for a majority of the time as black people. You have sprinkle in there. You got a couple of organizers, a couple leaders, but it's not enough because they can't reach the masses. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm cool and I'm doing my thing. I'm cool. My neighborhood is cool. I'm making sure all my young boys is cool up there in West Oak Lane. But down here in North Philly, shit's in disarray. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta get on the same page and organize. We organize. Oh my God.
Now I'm gonna add something to you. Say unity, organized with purpose. See, with purpose, when you say the judicial system, we got to get our people to understand we need those people in them positions. We need more African American lawyers. We need more African American police officers. We need people in the positions of power that are impacting our community. And that's where if you went into the city and told some of these kids that's out here thinking on the block or whatever you're doing to make money, if I could show you what a lawyer really make, or I show you what an accountant really make, you'll realize, man, I'd rather take these chances on this side. I could be making the same type of money. I make people see me when I'm dressed down. I don't look like your average accountant, but I run a very successful business. I dress like you too. We all listen to the same music too, right? But they don't understand. They think they're one dimensional, and you're right. How can we, the challenge is, how can we get unified across the whole, city? Because Philadelphia is, it's bad from blocks. You can have $1 million condos here. You can have killings over here,
and all different little sections of the city.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's like, man, if we do get to organize that, and what you're doing, I thank you, because you're providing and you're giving back to the black community, and it's something for these young bulls to see. And one thing I did when I had my camp at Gratz,
I was there.
I brought in mad people. The only basketball player I had speaking my camp was Aaron McKee. Other than that, it was black lawyers, black accountants, doctors, or whoever, somebody else successful that was in our neighborhood. Shit, I even had my old head, rest in peace, Mr. Flip.
Yeah.
He came across the street, he owned a successful barbershop near Gratz for like about 40 years.
Yes, yeah.
And he passed away, unfortunately, but he helped support the camp and things like that. Like, you gotta look at that. Like, damn, he go old head. Nah, he ain't got no big building or nothing like that. He just got a little small barbershop, but he had ties in a community. And he touched everybody in the community and made everybody feel together as one.
I'm sure people looked up to him.
Oh yeah, Mr. Flip, that was my guy, man. That was a good dude. Rest in peace, Mr. Flip.
It's not that many. It's too many. It's too much confusion out here. It's like it's not enough role models. And the thing is, with role models, the old mentorship is like, hey, let me talk to you, youngin. Let me tell you, go to school. It's not that's not enough. Like, let me hold your hand and show you. You want to be an accountant? Spend 3 months with me. Let me show you what my day in the life is like. I have a nonprofit where what my nonprofit is trying to come out and do is do those things. You come to me and you tell me a career path that you're interested in at 8th and 9th grade. I'm going to connect you in my group of professionals because I have all types of clients. I'm going to connect you with a mentor that's going to allow you to spend 90 days with him. They can send you 3 months in and make sure you know that what it takes to be in that field. You may think you want to be a nurse, but when we take you to start drawing blood, if you can't handle that may not be
this ain't your profession.
You don't want to wipe some old people diapers. So it's all about giving them exposure. And in some households they do have those exposures. In other normally in an African American community. I mean, one day I remember when I was young, I went to the doctor's office with a young doctor. My doctor wasn't there, and I said, "Hey, you seem young being a doctor." I said, "What made you want to be a doctor?" He said, "Man, I was in 10th grade. I was drawing blood. My dad put me into a program. That's how I knew I wanted to be a doctor."
Right.
How many situations do we see that in the hood or in the city?
Yeah.
We don't see those opportunities, and we got to get better and find opportunities where that can happen.
Well, you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? With you just telling me about your young people's program and how you have, interns come in and they actually see you sitting there crunching the numbers and hitting that calculator and writing all them numbers. They see it. It's not just, I'm an accountant. Okay, here's your taxes.
Yes.
No. It's a whole lot more to it. You in there. And I think if we give our young people, if we give them another flight, another path to, where you can make some good money. It's legal. And you ain't got to look over your shoulder. I ain't got to be peeping around corners making sure Roscoe ain't there with the Roscoe. You know what I mean?
100%.
So it's I think that's our whole key. If we provide other lanes, other opportunities for our youth, I think it can be better for us, man.
It can be, and make sure they understand that doesn't mean you got to be something that you're not.
Word.
Come as you are, but what you use in here is what takes you out of your circumstance.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Right. All your choices right then and there. Like just look at how many black guys are incarcerated, and how many times have you heard them say, no matter if they're still incarcerated or those who got out, how many times have you heard them say, "Oh man, that 3 seconds changed my life. If I could go back and do this, do that, man, I wouldn't be in this position." But it just like you just said, you got to stop and think.
Stop and think. Man. Have something to aim for.
Yeah.
What are you aiming for?
What's your purpose? What you doing out here? Like, all right, it's cool that you out here and you might be helping the community. But if it's just you, that's good for you. But your overall purpose is you trying to get your homies.
Yeah.
You trying to get, the lady down the street that the babysitter.
Yes.
Whoever, the Mike who own the corner store, you know what I mean? You want to incorporate that in all your shit.
For sure. Yeah, man. So hope we continue, man. The youth is our focus in Philadelphia, man. And it takes more than one. We can march, we can do all these different things, but it's going to take more people to get up off their high horse and not just think about them, man. It's a lot of money in Philly. I'm an accountant, so there's a lot of successful people in Philadelphia that could really make an impact and change a lot of people's lives. Don't wait until you run into one of these people that's looking at you like, I want something from you. And then you're like, dang, it's bad. I need to make a change. You know what I'm saying? That's what sometimes happens. Like, dang, man, it's bad. No. Let's step out. We got to come together. with a plan for these youth, man.
Yeah, man.
You know,
organize. As we just saying before, we gotta
organize with purpose.
We got the soldiers.
We just got to move out with the right purpose.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And we can't, we can't lead with that whole violent tone. I mean, granted, just think about it. Of all the social injustices that's happened out here for many, many moons, if us as black people, if we started killing white folks, if we started, going up in the suburbs to the McDonald's or the Dairy Queen where they all hang out at and just spray that shit up, then, now it's going to be laws change. It's going to be gun laws and this and that. Oh, can't carry this. Yeah, yeah. But since it's happening to us, ain't no gun laws.
Ain't no guns. But then I'm going to say this one that's crazy how, with us being killed by the cops and things of that sort, they still aren't killing us at the rate we killing ourselves.
Man.
It's crazy.
Man, we helping them.
And they sitting back, they do they 1-2, which is detrimental because they're taking the power from us, and it hurts my heart from, you got a list of names, right? But then there's how many murders we got in Philly year to date? We top 3, right?
Yeah, top 3 in the country.
Top 3 in the country. And we got how many millionaires and successful black business or regular business we got in Philly that could really help and grab one of these youths to say, listen, young boy, let me show you how to do this trade. Let me show you how to do it. You can be the same swaggy young boy making legitimate money as you are on a block making pennies really. Because a lot of these guys,
you gotta work for the block.
You gotta work for the block and it's serious, man. And all of your content, all that you're doing, man, like I looked up to you growing up, man, and I'm honored that you was able to come and speak with us today, and give an opportunity for me to contribute and be able to do anything I could do for the community. But what I say to who's listening and watching, it take more than one, it take more than two. You know what I mean? You can't just be sitting on your couch looking at the TV, pointing a finger, oh, it's bad. Well, what are you doing about it?
Exactly. And you also can't be sitting up there looking at TV and be like, oh man, that's some bullshit. Fight the power and this and that. But
what are you doing?
You ain't out there on the street.
You ain't out there.
You ain't out there trying to make that difference in your community.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's who the cats that I mess with, that I follow. Yo, I need you to make a difference. I need to make this difference in the community, man. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Touch one person, and then it's contagious. As I like to say, positivity is power.
Absolutely.
You know how much energy it takes for you to say something positive to someone you don't know, no matter what it is. Like, hey, what's up, good brother? Good morning, sister.
Yes, sir.
Oh, excuse me, let me get that door for you. That positivity, that power. How fast and how easy is it to be like, man, fuck you, man, I ain't messing with you.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? You and your squad, man, EAD, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That negativity is so easier to spread, but I'm telling you, that positivity is power.
It is. The youth need to understand that too.
Word.
How to speak to people. And maybe a lot of less confrontations will go. How to diffuse a situation.
Yeah.
A lot of that needs to be taught too. Because some things in that 3 seconds, like you say, when a brother doing 20, like, dang, if I could have just talked my way out of the situation instead of just immediately reaching for the tool thinking that's going to resolve a situation. No, it's going to make your life worse.
Make it worse.
Your mama crying more,
Now mom crying, you ain't seen your kids.
Right.
Yo, it's sad, dog.
Yeah, man.
It's sad.
Yeah, man.
But that's why we out here to try to make that change, to try to reach that youth, to show them like, look, you can make just as good money out here. I don't care. Playing basketball, playing baseball, football, any professional athlete, that's positive money. That's powerful.
Exactly.
Then, it doesn't necessarily have to be a professional athlete. As yourself, for instance, again, you have a successful business there, a successful accounting business.
Yes.
Now, let's say you touch a young boy now, he want to open up a business, and let's just say it's construction or, whatever. It's man, it got to be contagious.
It got to be contagious.
Power of positivity got to be contagious.
It got to be contagious. And they got to see people that look like them doing it. The people, what I tell the kids that I mentor, the only thing I had different than y'all is that I didn't have someone looking like me. Yeah, I had my father. They were older than me. I had but I didn't have someone that said, listen, be yourself. One thing my dad always told me when I did work in the corporate office and I was trying to look apart, but I wasn't comfortable. My dad said, you're never going to be comfortable because you're not being yourself. Be yourself and let them judge you off your mind and what comes out your mouth. Stop trying to look just like them or try to walk or talk like them. Be yourself, but be positive and not be doing illegal activities, and at the end of the day, crying later, talking about, I wish I could have had another chance. But no, man.
Real Brian McKnight, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Don't work out like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but listen, positive things, man. I look forward to tomorrow. We out there protest, giving back to the community, touching people, man. And you know, myself, you know, you can reach out to me. My company, Stanton Financial Management. You know, we got mentorship coming. I have a nonprofit that's actually going to be doing a lot with the youth. You know, so stay tuned, man. Rasheed Wallace, the GOAT, man, a guy that's really giving back to the community. You don't have to. You know, a lot of people don't understand. You know, you don't have to do what you're doing. I mean, you retired, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a family. You can
island some damn.
There's a lot of people that's doing that, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, but you always come back to the hood. I remember when I was in your camp when I was younger, you know, we in the camp, we hungry. You went to McDonald's, bought the McDonald's out. Boy, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Man. You know, I played for We had to eat, you know what I'm saying? You know, I remember one time I came to the camp late, and you were like, listen, if you late, you can't come in. I said, but no, I had summer school. He was like, all right, come on. You was doing what you did to take care of your responsibility. I said, yeah, I had to finish summer school. So, you know, like I said, man, you're a good staple in the community. It's a blessing to sit next to you right now, man. And more to come, man, and hope that we can continue to build, man.
Man, for sure. Yeah, you already know,
sure.
Appreciate
you.